Okay, so on this slide, it says, let's look at this paragraph and annotate what the characters say. Look for dialogue where they are talking. And then we're going to discuss how what they say can lead to the next event. So looking at paragraphs 22, 23, and 24, we can see in the first paragraph, there's a dialogue. Ah, poor crab. Okay, so now we're going to read the whole thing, and we're going to see how Mr. Crab saying, ah, poor me, poor crab, leads to the next thing that happens in the story. How does him saying, ah, poor crab, affect the next part of the story? So we're going to read. The fourth servant thief carried in a covered dish. The Lord told the doctor that he was to show his skills and guess what was beneath the cover. So the Lord is asking Dr. Crab to guess what's underneath the cover. The dish happened to be hard-shelled crabs, but the doctor did not know that. He looked at the dish, having no idea what to say, and feeling sorry for himself, cried, "Ah, poor crab." When the Lord heard that, he exclaimed, "There, this man truly knows it all. He must also know who has the money." Hearing this, the servant thieves made a sign to the doctor that they wished him to step outside, where they confessed that they had stolen the money. When they said they would return it, and they would give the Dr. Noel a large sum if he would not tell the Lord they were the thieves, as they would surely be hung. Okay, so now we read all three paragraphs. We're going to look at what happened after Mr. Crab said, "Ah, poor crab." So we look at "Ah, poor crab," and then we look at the events that happened. What happened after Mr. Crab said, "Ah, poor crab"? So we know in paragraph 23, the Lord said, "Oh, he knows what's under the covered dish. That means he should know who stole the money." In paragraph 24, what happens? Didn't the thieves tell or confess that they stole the money? So if you look here, it says they were going to confess they had stolen the money. So again, it shows how when someone says something in a story, when there's dialogue, then it could lead to the next event. So Mr. Crab said, "Ah, poor crab." Then the Lord thought he knew everything, that Mr. Crab knew everything. And then the servants heard that Mr. Crab knew everything, so they confessed. So look at slide number 4. How does Dr. Noel affect the events in the story by saying, "Ah, poor crab"? Letter A, did it cause a hard-shell crab to appear on the dish? Did that happen after he said, "Ah, poor crab"? B, he reveals to the Lord who the true thieves are. Does Mr. Crab actually tell the Lord who the thieves are? Letter C, it makes the Lord excited to eat some crab. Or letter D, it causes the servants to confess to Dr. Noel. So based on this paragraph, after Mr. Crab says, "Ah, poor crab," what happens next? Choose one. Good job.